As we begin, we see the spheres of influence of different cultures marked by different colored lines. Time will move at the rate of 8 years per second. We see the Greeks fairly static and fairly disorganized. The great empire of Carthage and the vast domain of the Persian Empire. Rome appears as a small settlement on the Tiber. As Alexander's empire, the Macedonian Empire, begins to grow, it takes over most of the known world. On Alexander's death, his generals carve up his kingdom into many smaller kingdoms. Now Rome begins her expansion, collapsing the empire of Carthage and pushing in the boundaries of the Greek Empire. Carthage, compressed to a small enclave, finally falls in the same year that Athens is taken. Now Rome continues her expansion and the Parthian Empire appears, which will remain almost static for several centuries. Rome expands to the east, collapsing the vestiges of the Greeks, and also begins expanding north. Her boundaries will remain relatively constant for almost 400 years. She begins her expansion into England, which will finally reach a northern boundary at Hadrian's Wall. We see the barbarians, formerly completely disorganized, begin to form a group of states with boundaries which will eventually begin to expand to the east. There are actually many small fluctuations in the border of the Roman Empire, but the mass remains almost constant. Now we see particularly venturous barbarians, the Goths, begin to extend their sphere of influence very far to the east, and at the same time the Huns, making a southward migration, begin to come towards them. There is finally a confrontation between these two forces in one of the greatest nomadic expansions in history. The Huns force the barbarians through the northern wall of the empire, causing it to begin to collapse from within. Finally, in 476, the kingdom of Dalmatia, the last vestige of the Western Empire, collapses, and it's all over.